Hi, today I'm going to be doing a chainmail tutorial. So in my experience, I have been doing chainmail for 6 years now, and I'm not an expert to say the least, but I have done some chainmail jewelry. I've done a chainmail skirt. For today, I'm going to be sticking with the basics. I'm going to be doing a 4-in-1 chain, also known as the European one. It's the most basic one that you'll find, and it's super simple to do. You can get your lengths from either getting a steel wire and coiling it around a steel pole. This is kind of dangerous to do, so if you are a beginner or if you're younger or if you're not used to working with tools, I wouldn't recommend doing it. There is a website. I actually get my links from the website. So, and they do sell coils, so if you wanted to try the coils, you could do that. Basically what you do with the coils is you take snips and you cut up along the coil, and then you get your little ring. Let's get started. To start your chainmail project, you're going to need a set of pliers. I like to use needle nose pliers and combination pliers. I find these match. You'll also need rings. Today I'm using 14 gauge 3/8 aluminum. They're perfect for beginners. And you'll need something to store your rings in, like reusable bags or containers with lids. Placing your rings in a bag or a container allows for easy transportation. It also prevents them from getting lost. When starting a project, I like to sort my rings into 2 different containers: closed rings and open rings. To close a ring, grip it in one of the pliers close to the split. Use the other plier to pry it closed. Be sure to close the joint flush, and not to leave a gap or burrs, as these can cause irritation or even cut skin or clothes. To open a ring, again, use the pliers to grip the ring close to the split. Then use the other plier to pry it open. You only need to open it a little bit. If you open the ring too much, you could warp it. A warped ring is not usable. Take your time when opening and closing rings. Don't worry, you'll get faster with time and practice. To do a 4-in-1 link, start with 4 of your closed rings and 1 open one. Place the closed rings onto the open one. Then close it. Like the open and closed rings, you can make more of these and set them aside for later use. There are 2 ways of doing a 4-in-1 chain: vertically, which I like to call the simple chain, and horizontally, which I call the weave. Let's start with the simple chain. It's the one I like to use the most. Start with 2 of the 4-in-1 links that we've made previously. Use an open ring and put 2 of the rings from one link onto it. Then do the same with the second link. Then close it. Repeat this process of using opened rings and 4-in-1 links until you have your desired length. For the weave, again, start with 2 4-in-1 links. Line the links up so the rings make alternating rows. The top row should have 4 rings, the middle 2, and the last 4 again. They should also be facing the same direction. Overlap the top and bottom row of the links. Just like that. Now we're going to connect the 4 rings in the middle, using an open ring. Starting with the top link, weave the open ring through the top of one row and the bottom of the other. It's a little tricky, but I find using a twisting motion helps. Now close the open ring. Sometimes when starting a chain it may look messy, but if you keep moving and flipping it, eventually it'll look right. Now that you know the simple chain and the weave, I can show you how to link your chains together. For today, we'll work with the simple chain. Use the weave technique to connect the links in the chains. Move down the chain to the next set of 4 and connect them as well. Repeat this weaving process down the chain until you've reached the end. Once you're finished, it's time to add another chain and continue the weaving process. So I hope I was informative today for you. And when working with Chainmail, your hands might get black. Don't worry, that comes off with soap. And explore and have fun. Thanks for joining me.